My friends, tune in to the silence within, for an event is coming that will rewrite the very fabric of reality. October 9th is not just a date on the calendar, it is a vibrational key, an access code to the greatest transformation of our time. The great portal, whispered about by ancient mystics and foretold by the star charts, is beginning to awaken. This is not a metaphor or an allegory, but a real cosmic process dividing our shared timeline into two distinct branches, the world before and the world after. You can already feel it, can't you? An unexplainable anxiety mixed with a quiet excitement, dreams that have become more vivid and intense, a feeling that you are on the threshold of something monumental and irreversible. This is not a figment of your imagination. It is the call of your soul, recognizing the coming change. It is the awakening of the memory of who you truly are and the mission for which you came into this world at this very moment. The universe is holding its breath, watching humanity, for each of us is now making our most important choice, whether consciously or not. So what is this great portal? Imagine an invisible membrane separating dimensions. Usually it is dense and impenetrable, but on October 9th, under the influence of a unique cosmic dance of the planets, it thins to its limit, becoming permeable. This is a window of opportunity that opens once in a millennium, allowing for a quantum leap in consciousness. It is not a gate to heaven or hell in their primitive sense, but a bifurcation point, a moment of truth for every soul. On this day, streams of cosmic energy of such purity and power will pour onto the earth that the old structures, built on fear, control, and separation, simply will not be able to withstand them. They will begin to crumble like sandcastles against an ocean wave. For some, this will be a time of chaos and destruction, the end of the world as they know it. For others, it will be the greatest liberation, a casting off of shackles, and a transition into a new reality based on love, unity, and co-creation. The world will not split physically, it will split vibrationally, and everyone will find themselves in the reality that matches their inner frequency. Sacred numerology and astrology lie at the heart of this event. The number 9 is a symbol of completion, wisdom, and finality. It is the last step before a new beginning. The 10th month, October, carries the energy of the number 1, from 10 being 1 and 0, a symbol of a new cycle, of creation, of the pioneer. Thus, October 9th literally means the completion of the old for the creation of the new. On this day, the giant planets, responsible for global transformations and spiritual insights, align in a rare configuration, creating a powerful energy beam aimed directly at the heart of our planet. This beam activates Earth's crystalline grids, which in turn transmit an awakening impulse to every living cell, to every strand of our DNA. This is not just an astrological phenomenon. It is a cosmic initiation that our planet and all of us are undergoing together. It is an exam of spiritual maturity where there are no right or wrong answers, only your sincere and honest choice. Perhaps you are already noticing the first signs of this separation in your own life. People around you seem to be becoming more polarized. Some are sinking deeper into fear, aggression, and judgment, their world shrinking to mere survival. Others, conversely, are suddenly beginning to speak of spirituality, to search for meaning, to show unprecedented kindness and compassion. This is no coincidence. It is the beginning of the vibrational split. You might feel a strange detachment from your former interests, from the news, from empty conversations. You may be drawn to nature, to silence, to yourself. This is your soul calibrating, tuning itself to a new, higher frequency. Do not be frightened if old friends no longer understand you, or if familiar places feel uncomfortable. You are not losing yourself. You are finding yourself. You are exiting the old matrix, and it is natural that its elements no longer resonate with you. Your task now is not to try to hold on to the old, but to step with trust into the unknown, following the quiet whisper of your heart. These two diverging realities can be described as the reality of the mind and the reality of the heart. The reality of the mind is a world built on logic, analysis, proof, and the fear of what cannot be touched or measured. It is a three-dimensional matrix governed by the laws of competition, scarcity, and struggle. In this reality, October 9th will be a day of economic turmoil, social unrest, and natural disasters. People living in the mind will see only chaos and the end of the world because their familiar frame of reference is collapsing. The reality of the heart, in contrast, is a world governed by intuition, trust, unity, and love. It is a multi-dimensional space where thought creates reality, where synchronicity is the norm, not the exception. For those who choose this path, October 9th will be a day of miracles, healing, sudden insights, and the discovery of their true power. They will see not destruction, but a clearing of space for a new, more beautiful world. The choice of which reality to live in is yours and yours alone. Listen to your body. It is the most accurate barometer of the coming changes. Many are now experiencing unusual physical sensations, a ringing in the ears that sounds like a high-frequency signal, sudden waves of heat or cold running through the body, a feeling of vibration or humming inside, especially in moments of silence, pressure in the forehead, at the third eye point. These are not symptoms of illness. This is your physical body undergoing a deep process of transformation and adaptation to the new energies. Your cells are literally learning to hold more light. Old programs encoded in your DNA, programs of aging, disease, and limitation, are beginning to deactivate. In their place, so-called dormant DNA strands are being activated, responsible for intuition, telepathy, and the ability to self-heal. Drink more pure water. Spend time in nature. Ground yourself. This will help your body move through this great calibration more easily. Do not fear these processes, but welcome them as signs of your awakening. What then will awaken within those who consciously pass through this portal? Your divine essence, your true nature as a creator, will awaken. You will stop feeling like a victim of circumstances and realize that you are the source of your own reality. The power of manifestation will be amplified many times over. What you think and feel will materialize into your life with astonishing speed. This is a great gift, but also a great responsibility, requiring purity of thought and mindfulness. Your intuition will sharpen to the level of direct knowing. You will simply know where to go, what to say, what to do, without the need for logical analysis. The boundaries between yourself and the world around you will begin to blur. You will feel a deep, unbreakable connection with all living things, with the planet, with the entire universe. This isn't fantasy. It is your birthright, which you have simply forgotten. And now is the time to remember. And what will happen to those who are afraid or unwilling to take this step? No one will be punished or destroyed. The universe respects the free will of every soul. They will simply remain in the reality they have chosen, the reality of the third dimension, which will continue to exist, but without the souls that have moved to the new level. Their world will sink further into chaos as the old systems of control based on power and money finally exhaust themselves. They will continue to play the games of separation, war, and the fight for resources. For them, the world after will seem even darker and more hopeless than the world before. And this too is their choice, their path, and their lessons. Perhaps they will need another cycle, another era, to arrive at the same threshold where we stand now. Do not judge them. Do not try to save them by force. Simply shine your light, and perhaps it will become a beacon for someone. The most important thing to understand is this. This choice is not made in the mind. You cannot logically convince yourself to cross over into a new reality. The choice is made at the level of vibration, at the level of the heart. It is a choice between fear and love. Every time you react to events from a place of fear, you feed the old matrix. Every time you act from love, trust, and acceptance, you take a step through the portal. Therefore, preparing for October 9th is not about building bunkers or stockpiling food. It is about deep inner work. It is the practice of forgiveness, forgiving yourself and others. It is letting go of old resentments, guilt, and regrets. All these low-frequency emotions are anchors holding you in the old world. Imagine you are preparing for a journey and need to travel light. You must leave all unnecessary baggage behind. Now is the time for a deep cleaning of your soul. The key on this day will be your ability to maintain a state of inner balance and peace despite any potential external chaos. The media will likely fuel panic, broadcasting images of disasters and riots. Your task is not to get involved in this game. Turn off the television, limit the flow of information. Instead, listen to the silence. Listen to your heart. Spend this day in nature if possible, or in meditation, in creative pursuits, or in the company of like-minded people. Create a cocoon of light and love around yourself. Your calm, your high vibration will not only be your ticket to the new world, but also a powerful stabilizing force for the entire planet. Every person who holds the light on this day becomes a priceless beacon, helping thousands of other souls find their way home. Do not underestimate your power. At the very peak moment on October 9th, many may experience a few moments of absolute silence and timelessness, as if the world has frozen for a second. This is the passage through the zero point, through the eye of the needle of the portal. In that instant, a global reboot of Earth's entire energy information system will occur. Old timelines based on karmic deaths and traumatic past experiences will be nullified. A new, clean timeline of the future will open, one that we will create together. In that moment, you don't need to perform any special rituals. The most important thing is to simply be. Be in your heart, in a state of complete trust and acceptance. Feel gratitude for everything that has been, and with an open heart, embrace what is to come. This will be the moment of your second birth, your true awakening into the reality you have long awaited. What awaits you on the other side of the portal? A life where synchronicity becomes your compass. You will think of someone, and they will call. You will need information, and you will accidentally open a right book. It is a world where the universe speaks to you directly through signs, hints, and happy coincidences. Your creative abilities will be fully unleashed. You will feel an unprecedented surge of inspiration and energy to bring your boldest ideas to life. The concept of work will transform into service, into a joyful activity that expresses your unique essence and benefits others. Relationships built on manipulation and dependency will fade from your life. In their place will come deep, sincere connections based on soul kinship, unconditional love, and mutual support. You will finally feel what it means to be home. However, do not think it will be a world of carefree bliss. It will be a world of conscious creation, and therefore of conscious responsibility. In the new reality, your thoughts will materialize almost instantly, so you will have to learn to manage your consciousness, to maintain the purity of your intentions. It is a world where you can no longer hide behind masks and social roles. Your true essence will be visible to all. This will require you to be completely honest with yourself and with others. It is a world where you will have to learn to live anew, not by the old programs of survival, but by the new laws of love and light. It will be a fascinating, breathtaking adventure, but it will demand the courage to be yourself, to be real. The old world is collapsing, and that is a beautiful thing, because upon its ruins, we will build a new one together. This transition is not an end, but just the beginning. October 9th opens the door, but we ourselves must walk through it and explore the new space. This is the dawn of an era that many prophets have foretold, an era of light, an era of conscious humanity. And you, the one listening to this now, are the vanguard, the pioneers of this new age. You are the souls who volunteered to be here at this pivotal time, to anchor the new energies on the planet, and to help others in this transition. Your life up to this moment has been preparation, training, tempering. All your hardships, all your trials were only to sharpen your spirit and awaken your inner strength. Now is the time to apply everything you have learned. It is time to remember who you are and to take your place in the grand design of the universe. The main split that will occur on October 9th is the split within each person. It is the final separation between your ego, which clings to the old, to fear, to the illusion of control, and your higher self, your soul, which strives for unity, light, and love. On this day, you will have to choose. Who will you listen to? Whose voice will be your guide? The voice of the ego will scream about danger, about loss, about the need to defend yourself. The voice of the soul will whisper quietly of trust, of the beauty of change, of returning home. This will be the greatest battle, and it will not take place on any battlefield, but in the depths of your own heart. And victory in this battle is not the destruction of the ego, but its transformation, its surrender to the wisdom of the soul. When your ego transforms from a frightened tyrant into a faithful servant of your heart, you will have passed through. And here is the greatest secret of this day. The portal is not an external structure. The great portal is you. It is located in your heart. It does not open on an astronomical schedule, but according to your readiness. The date of October 9th is merely a powerful catalyst, a synchronizer that helps thousands of hearts open simultaneously, creating a resonant wave capable of changing the reality of the entire planet. But the key to these gates has always been in your possession. That key is unconditional love, for yourself, for others, for the world. When you reach this state, you yourself become the portal, a living bridge between worlds. Through you, the energies of the new time begin to flow, healing and transforming everything you touch. You become a conduit of light, a creator of the new earth. And this is not your goal, it is your essence. Therefore, when that day comes, do not look for signs in the sky. Look within yourself. Feel the sun igniting in the center of your chest. This is your spiritual heart awakening. Allow its light to fill every cell of your body, to extend beyond its limits, to envelop your loved ones, your city, the entire planet. Do not be afraid of its power. This is your true strength. Do not think about what you are losing. Focus on what you are gaining. You are gaining yourself, the real you. Free, radiant. The world will indeed be divided into before and after, and that after depends only on the choice you make right now, in this very moment. The choice between fear and love. The choice between sleep and awakening. Which world do you choose? The universe awaits your answer. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. Thousands, millions of souls of light just like you are going through this at the same time. We are one family that has simply forgotten its kinship for a while. Now we are remembering. We are finding each other. We are uniting our light, creating an unbreakable network that envelops the entire planet. October 9th is not a day of ending. It is the day of our great reunion. The day we stop being lonely seekers and become a single stream of consciousness, creating a new history. Just breathe, trust, love, and know that the most incredible and beautiful adventure is just beginning. Are you ready? The great portal is awakening within you. Step into it boldly. Home is waiting.